You ain't talking about boxing and why you here. Yeah. Alright. If you ain't talking about boxing, then why you here? I ain't talking about no pay-per-view numbers, let's get it clear. I'm the type to watch a fight while I might smoke and drink a beer. I fell asleep watching Shakur, boy, it was knockout of the year. Woke up tripping like, what am I missing? Shit, they still in there? He ain't knock him out, drop him, damn, malicious isn't fair. I'm finna switch to PBC, I need to see a pointless fight. Like Rolly versus Barroso, look, he fighting for his life. Who you picking? Let me put my slip in, hope we get it right. If it lose, can I stay with you and who gon' tell my wife? I'm just playing, join the Patreon, we winning on the regular. VIP in the club, watching boxing on my cellular, I'm telling you. And I got the links for streaming fights, cause like everything in life, I'm only buying what I like. I'm trying to see somebody laid out. Looking at the lights, I ate a big fish last year. I'm eating something tonight, smoking Spence pack steel. It's a one-on-one smoke. Tried to swim without getting wet, then he died in a boat. That motherfucker capsized, but dead bodies float. Cataracts the reason he could see the fire through the smoke. I just need to just go live, hit that like button for me, then press the subscribe. I need to really go live, hit the fucking subscribe. I just button for me, then press the subscribe. Yeah, hit the like button for me, then press the subscribe. What's the word, man? Big Blunts and Boxing. Back at y'all with another one. Little late night, you know what I'm saying? Live stream, feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Feeling good because the predictions went very, very solid this evening for Diego Pacheco versus Sulecki, man. Good card. Good night of boxing. Love to see it. King, what's the deal? What you doing up late, man? You know what I'm saying? What you got going on, man? I'm smoking, I'm chilling, I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying? I gave out some solid advice tonight. It played out perfectly. You know what I'm saying? So I want to give folks a quick live stream, you know what I'm saying? Show y'all what went down. You know what I'm saying? AC, what's the word? You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you popping in, dropping in. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to do a quick live, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna, you know, do too much, but just show folks what the Patreon look like. You know what I'm saying? How it works, how it went. And yeah, man. I mean, it was a good night, you know what I'm saying? Remember I was on the first time you went live. Hell yeah, for sure. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? What's the deal, bug? Gonna stop Canelo in this bitch. Appreciate y'all for pulling up after we just got over there up off of B-Mac shit, you know what I'm saying? Shout out B-Mac. Appreciate B-Mac for the exposure right there. The love, the support, my DMV brethren. You know what I'm saying? For those who don't know. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. I'll definitely drop this link in a minute. First, let me go through this Patreon and these bets and how it went tonight. You know what I'm saying? So, since I feel like from now on, right, I'm going to give my I'm going to go back and review the Patreon picks after each fight, you know what I'm saying? To you know, let people know what we doing over there, you know what I'm saying? Because it's the only way to get the information out. Of course, I can't give out the picks before. If you're not a member, that's what you got to sign up for. But just to show y'all how I do it, you know what I'm saying? What to expect, and, you know, all the good things that come from it. It gets, you know, shit ain't always peaches and cream. You ain't going to win every bet. You ain't going to get every bet right. But I live for the moments and the times where we smack all the motherfuckers. So, you know what I'm saying? It was a solid night. We had some solid plays by other people as well in there. You know what I'm saying? We do have, it's a community, right? So we got a group of motherfuckers in there. Everybody dropping their thoughts, their opinions. They doing their own homework. They doing they film studies. They watching fight after fight after fight. You know, they learning about the fighters and all that. CJ Rich, appreciate the love and the sub, you know what I'm saying? Hit the like button for me, then press the subscribe. Hell yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna drop that link in a second, man. Let me just run through this Patreon real quick. Let me see if I can change the theme on this motherfucker. Change it towards dark. It's visible. Damn. Let me go back to the page. Oh, and I think all new members are getting some sort of discount when they sign up for the Patreon. Again, it's only $5 a month. And it should be rolling through at the bottom of the screen. That's the link right there. Patreon.com/dropbetsboxing. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, let me share this with y'all. Let me zoom in a little bit. And we'll run through that card real quick. So it was a real good night. Bingo, bingo. Share the audio. Got it. Let me see some. Oh, I gotta drop this overlay real quick. And full screen that bad boy right there, like this right here. So first fight, man, Eduardo Nunes versus Miguel Mariaga, right? Solid ass fight. That fight really surprised me, man. If you know about Mariaga, he fought a lot of motherfuckers, right? He been in there with Michael Conlan, Lomachenko. He been in there with niggas. Joel Gonzalez, I believe. Eduardo Ramirez. Been in there with some solid ass fighters. Been down on the canvas hella times. Super resilient, very experienced. Only been knocked out one time, plenty of fights. He got in there with Eduardo Nunes, infamous Eduardo Sugar Nunes is what they call him. 27-0. Well, now 28-0, 28 knockouts. Only one defeat. And this was the U.S. debut for Nunes, right? So looking at this fight, you know, I can't stress enough how U.S. debuts don't always go to plan. You know what I'm saying? You want to come out, you want to look spectacular, but they almost always are not what people expect. And it wasn't what I expected. I mean, I did expect a knockout because, again, Nunes, he has 27 wins, 27 knockouts. It was only a matter of time. It was just when was he going to do it, right? I mean, the KO was listed at minus $1,400. That wasn't good money. You had to bet $1,400 to make $100. So they didn't give you much room. It was probably the easiest pick on the card. Eduardo Nunes, KO, TKO. But Mariaga, he held in there for a decent amount of time, man. I think he made it halfway through and showed his resiliency, showed his motherfucking experience. It was a great fight. Nunes, we also got to see that Nunes still needs work. Although he has a lot of power, he's been fighting in Mexico. I say the best fighter he beat right now, I mean, I have to look at his resume again, but it's probably Rakhimov. Rakhimov fought Cordina, the same Cordina that's getting ready to fight Shakur. Rakhimov lost to Cordina for the IBF title at 130 pounds. So, yeah, now Eduardo Nunes has put himself in line to fight the winner of Anthony Kakachi. And I forgot who Kakachi fighting. Josh Warrington, I believe it is. He gets the winner of that fight. But, yeah, Eduardo, man, he still got room to grow, still got room to improve. Mexican fighter, definitely needs to work on setting up the shots, putting the shit together. Because power ain't just going to be the only thing that gets it done, man. Power, shout out to my nigga Bud Stop Canelo, but I know Belega got power, but power ain't it, man. You got, super huge knockout ratio, but you really got to have that IQ, man. Show us a different level, set the traps, lay the foundation, you know what I mean? Get them up out of there. So we smacked that thing, man. Mentioned that the picks that I like were Eduardo Nunes, KO, TKO, minus 1,400. Throw that on a parlay. If you are going to take a risk on the rounds, I mean, 1 to 2 seem like the way to go for me. Personally, I didn't think Mariaga would be able to stand up to the power. I did not know that Nunes had that many flaws in his game. But, that was an eye-opener. I feel like the 1 to 2, we missed on that for the simple fact that we looked too much into the power and the chinniness of Mariaga because he been dropped like 9 times. Although he fought all those world-class dudes, they all put him down hella fucking times. But that experience, man, again, he's only been stopped once. Although he did get dropped so many fucking times, those were world-class fighters, and he still managed to finish the fight all them times. So he was going to be tough. So in the future, when we looking at rounds, you know what I'm saying, when we looking at over-unders, guys that, have world-class experience, you got to take that shit into consideration, you know what I'm saying? They're not going to be easy to get up out of there. Adelaide Ruiz and Jenny Fuchs, man, shout out to my boy Dante. Again, we got strong members in this Patreon, man. We got sturdy people in here that know they shit, that also do their homework, that it's a meeting of the minds in here. So shout out to Dante, man. Earlier in the week, he dropped the pick. He said, listen, man, Jenny Fuchs, she's going to get it done. Money line, she was plus 120. So if you bet $100, you made $120. And she hit, man. She got it done. My prediction for the fight right here was that she had an extensive amateur pedigree, right? She had the advantages in speed and footwork, but Ruiz was the reigning champion. And a lot of times with these women fights, they often go the distance. They end up being draws and shit like that. So it's a tricky way to play them. And when we bet in boxing, when it comes to the women, very rarely do we bet knockouts in women's boxing. So many times, so many times, so many times, you know what I'm saying? We think, oh, this chick's gonna get a knockout. This chick's, and it doesn't fucking happen. You know what I'm saying? It's super unlikely for it to happen in most cases. So I saw on Twitter a lot of people getting fooled by Ruiz, thinking that she was the champ. Jenny only had 3 fights. Ruiz had 10 knockouts. She's probably gonna knock Jenny out. Absolutely wasn't gonna happen. Stayed away from it. You know what I'm saying? I mentioned that Ruiz was known for having a high output. She's known for having consistent pressure, good stamina, and there were ways that she could win the fight. Watching the fight live, it ended up being very close. You know what I'm saying? Both girls had a lot of moments. You know what I'm saying? Jenny was using her boxing, using her amateur pedigree in there, adapting. But at times she was trying to push the pace. And she also, she said she broke her thumb. I want to show y'all that. Damn, if I could find it. Let me see. I gotta be careful how I show this Twitter, man, cause shit be crazy on Twitter. You might see somebody get shot in the head. You might see some titties. I mean, you just never know what you gonna see scrolling down Twitter. You know what I'm saying? I gotta find the thumb, man. Her thumb bone was sticking out of her thumb. She said she thought she jammed her finger, but she pulled her glove off and saw the bone sticking out of her thumb, man. I have got to find that for y'all. I think Jake Donovan might have had the picture. Let me see. Oh, no, Michaela Mayer had it. That's who had it. Yeah, let me pull that up real quick for y'all. There it goes. So this is it right here, man. Jenny Foosh fought this fight. Her thumb bone is sticking out of her finger, man. Kept fighting, kept punching. I mean, that is crazy, man. Super tough chick, right? Been fighting on Team Combat League. My nigga King say Sulecki looks solid on paper, but he's just an opponent for top guys and prospects. That would be good soon. I think now, yeah. Pacheco is better than Berlanga, in my opinion. I like to see how they move going forward. I would definitely agree. But look, man, her bone sticking out her thumb. She ends up winning the fight on points. Scorecards were super wide. I'm not gonna lie. But it was what it was. Competitive fight, as it should have been, as expected to be. I had that fight going the distance for the parlay, minus 650, which it did. And just to cover your ass, just to throw a hedge out there, put $5, $10 on the draw. Wouldn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? Especially when your parlay strong, you want something to cover your ass. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to lose. And in this case, if the draw had hit, you would have got paid on both bets. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we had Nunez, KO, TKO. We had the fight going the distance for the ladies. It did. So right now we 2-0. You know what I mean? Arturo Cardenas versus Jesus Archiga. Cardenas, he's a fighter with Robert Garcia. As we know, Robert Garcia got a super huge stable. You know what I'm saying? A solid-ass fighters. Cardenas himself still growing. A lot of people say this fight was close. If you watched it tonight, it was a very close fight, depending on how you scored it. Me, personally, I had it a draw 95-95. But, I mean, Cardenas is super young. He's cutting it real close these last few fights with Danny Barrios, the kid before Barrios. I mean, he's just a super late starter, man. He doesn't really find his rhythm until about 5 or 6 rounds in. I mentioned that on the Patreon, and for that reason, I really did like the distance. Now, when Cardenas does find his rhythm and he does start heating up, he gets busy and he can't hurt you. You know what I'm saying? He is decent on the inside for his age. He does have good composure. He is real patient. He is real accurate, precise, and all that shit. But he's cutting it real close, man. He's cutting it real close. He's been real busy. I don't know if he's overtrained and overworked, but I think he should take some time to rest, recuperate, and develop, man, because I hate to see such a young kid take an L, but at this point in his career, at this stage, it's only a minor setback for a major comeback. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a learning experience. He's been matched tough. He's great experience his last few fights, so we picked that fight to go the distance. It did, and straight bet Cardenas via KO. Archiga came in a lot sharper than expected. When Archiga lost, you know what I'm saying, he lost with his hands down. He was looking for single shots, but he bounced back, and some people actually had him winning the fight. I know the commentators did. But I try not to listen to them too much. But overall, it was a great fight. Chevon Clark out of the UK. If you know him, he just beat Ellis Zorro his fight before today. You know what I'm saying? Which was a former European champion. Siobhan Clark also fought Vasyl Ducar. That was one of my favorite fights that I was looking forward to across the seas when it happened. You know what I'm saying? I knew that was going to be an action-packed fight, super exciting, which it was. You know what I'm saying? Clark was showing his conditioning, man. He very rarely sits down in the corner, you know what I'm saying? Super athletic, good athleticism, you know what I mean? Technical proficiency is on point, good amateur career. I mean, he's solid, man. But tonight, he got his chin tested. He did get hurt. He did get clipped and buzzed at the end of the fight. And again, I must stress, man, another guy that was having his U.S. debut, that shit can get tricky, man. It don't always go to plan. I sometimes wonder how these guys rehydrate when they're not at home with the foods and the things that they're used to. You know what I'm saying? Having to adapt and put that weight back on that water with shit that you might not be accustomed to, things you don't like. Anyway, we had Clark money line, you know what I'm saying, minus 900. That was the main pick, super heavy, but that was for your parlay, you know what I'm saying? And if you wanted to get risky with that, you took Siobhan Clark by decision, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was suggesting. Me personally, Apache's the only way he could win was by knockout, you know what I'm saying? And he wasn't going to outbox Clark. And he came very, very close to knocking him out tonight. I ain't gonna lie, he came very, very close. Could have went either way. Cards, again, were a little bit wide. The judges was crazy tonight. But we got Siobhan Clark by decision. So, I mean, we smacked them things tonight. And last but not least, man, David Pacheco versus Sulecki. As mentioned on the Patreon, man, Sulecki in his last fight with Rowdy Montgomery. If you don't know Rowdy Montgomery, he fought Elijah Garcia. Elijah Garcia was a rising prospect at, I believe, 160 pounds. I think Sulecki fought Rowdy Montgomery at like 164 or something like that. Rowdy also fought Steven So Cold Nelson too, you know what I'm saying? So I seen Rowdy get busy before I seen Rowdy in motion. And when I saw Sulecki, I saw highlights too. I usually like when I do my film studies, when I do my homework, I like to find full fights and I watch every round, every minute, every second, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't miss, I don't skip, I don't do none of that shit. I need to see what's going on, how you get busy in the beginning rounds, the middle rounds, and the late rounds. Did you get knocked down? Did you not get knocked down? Because sometimes on BoxRec, they'll leave knockdowns out. You know what I'm saying? They won't even put it on there. So I saw the fight with Rowdy Montgomery and Sulecki, and I saw that Rowdy dropped Sulecki, you know what I'm saying, to the body early in that fight. And I'm like, what? I ain't see Rowdy do this to nobody, not no prospects, contenders, or nothing. You know what I'm saying? You telling me he did this to an experienced vet? I'm like, all right, I already know what time it is, right? So we got Diego, the natural 168-pound fighter. Sulecki's 11 years older. Pacheco got the youth. You know what I'm saying? He's a naturally bigger dude. And Sulecki soft to the body. You know what I'm saying? Sulecki's not known for his power, and he's not known for beating any super big punches like that, but he's durable, and he's never been stopped. But he's past it. So, of course, the picks for tonight were Pacheco KO TKO on a parlay, minus 350. Of course, we know that hit. But the big one, the freaky risky one, was Pacheco under 6.5. And it was funny, right? Because I had my mind made up early in the week. I knew what I was going with immediately. You know what I'm saying? When I did my homework, it just confirmed it. When I saw what I saw with Rowdy Montgomery, it just solidified everything. But I seen niggas on Twitter all week arguing like, you know what I'm saying? They was originally thinking this shit might go the distance, and Diego didn't look all that great against Sean McCall, man. And then shout out to my boy Stoney. He just joined up, man. New member of the Patreon as of tonight. Stoney, my dog. He'll be on some prediction videos with me soon. He's got a absolutely sharp boxing mind. Stoney changed his mind. You know what I'm saying? You know, super soon before the fight, fucked around and he hit it, man. Minus under 8.5. He was one of those people that was leaning the other way. Changed his mind last minute. Stuck the bet. You know what I'm saying? So we got the under 6.5 at minus 125. And we gave out the play. So down here, when you join the Patreon, if you decide to join the Patreon, I'll put options out here for you to cover your ass, right? To try to minimize the risk so it don't hurt a little too much. You know what I mean? So down here, you'll get your bet for the hedge, which is a straight bet. These right here, you put on your parlay. You know what I'm saying? Your parlay gonna be sturdy. But if your parlay if one pick lose on your parlay, the whole slip is done. You know what I'm saying? So you want something to just cover your ass. Usually what you want is the opposite action, right? So here we got decisions. The straight bet is plus money. So we going to put a little something on the straight bet right here. Just in case these big motherfuckers knock each other out, we still walk with something, right? In that case, the straight bet, it didn't hit because the fight went the distance, but the parlay remained alive. So it's okay, right? We still in the runnings to make our solid bread. So in this case, everything on the parlay hit, but the hedge and the straight bet also hit too, so you get a little extra. So you can in most cases, right? If your parlay stays sturdy, some of them hedge and straight bets they gonna come into play too. So either the parlay stay and you get the hedges, or you know what I'm saying, the parlay lose and then you gotta walk with, you know, your little remains off the hedges and straight bets. But in this case, the whole parlay hit. You know what I'm saying? Couple of the hedges didn't, but you don't hedge with a whole lot of bread. You know what I'm saying? Right here, I'll tell you how much to hedge with, like roughly the same amount as your parlay wager, or a little bit less depending on your confidence in the matchup. So if you're confident that this fight is gonna go the distance, there's no reason for you to stake a whole lot on the hedge. You know what I'm saying? A little something, or don't do it at all. You know what I'm saying? Those are just options, right? I just throw those out there just in case you want to cover your ass. So if you covered your ass and you hedged on a straight bet here, you went Pacheco 1-6. Now, you could have went 7-12, you know what I'm saying? But you would have lost on that hedge, you know what I'm saying? But I'm sure that hedge would have paid better. You know what I'm saying? That 7-12 would have paid a little bit more. So hedge the straight bet 1-6 plus 125, you know what I mean? Or Pacheco 5-8 plus 145. If you played all three, if you had the parlay minus 350 or minus 125, and you took the 1-6 and you took the 5-8, you hit on the 1-6 and you, because 5-8 is 5, 6, 7, and 8, right? So you hit on both 1-6, you hit on both 5-8. I mean, niggas made money tonight, man. That's all I can say. Shout out to my boy Gino. Gino took the slip that I dropped in there, and I'll show you how the community chat looks as well. So everybody's in here, they dropping their thoughts. Gino right here, well, I'll show y'all what happened a few days ago. So a few days ago, I dropped a slip in here to tell the guys what I like, right? It was a 3-leg parlay right here. So 2 days ago, I dropped them a slip in here. I said, little 3-leg I like. This also had fights from the OTX card that happened on Friday night, yesterday. Well, now it's the night before yesterday, but I put on there Brandon Adams fight over 8.5 rounds. We hit that. Diego Pacheco under 6.5. We hit that. And Siobhan Clark money line. We hit that. That was plus 160. So if you bet $100, you made 160. If you bet 1,000, you made like 1,600. And I told him also, if you throw Elijah Pierce on there money line, you can get that up to plus 193. So my boy Gino, he threw Elijah Pierce on there plus 193. He bet $20. He made 60. And there it is. Elijah Pierce money line, over 8.5, Brandon Adams, Siobhan Clark money line, Diego Pacheco under 6.5. You know what I'm saying? And then he took the hedge for Diego Pacheco to win in rounds 1-6 plus 105. He bet $25. He made $50. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, me personally, I know a lot of people, they like to get greedy. They like to look for like super huge opportunities to win. They want plus 5,000 and shit. They want to get rich quick. But me, I prefer to offer things that I feel are surefire, not get greedy, you know what I'm saying? And put something decent out there for folks, you know what I mean? So again, $5 a month, it basically pay for itself. You're gonna get your bread back. I do the homework, I do the work, it's proven. June 15th, man, I'll never forget that day. That was the day that started all of it. I hit I got like all the predictions right. They still on YouTube right now. The Elijah Garcia joint, Kyron Davis, Subriel Matias, and Liam Paro. I mean, it was that night when Tank fought Frank, I believe. Man, it was so many fights that day, so many UK fights. I got all the UK fights right. Chris Billiam Smith versus Richard Riakport. All of them, man. Jack Massey and Isaac Chamberlain. So I don't fuck around, man. I don't play. When I do videos and I write that shit down too. I feel like when I write it down, I make more sense of the shit, and it comes out better. But I don't fuck around, man. So it might be something you into. You know what I'm saying? Might want to fuck around with it if you in. You know, I ain't trying to make you a gambler. You shouldn't be in here betting your fucking life savings on the shit that I'm saying. I mean, I don't got no crystal ball in my pocket, but when I'm right, I'm right. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm on that shit, I'm on it. And it's not just me, man. We got other people in here, too. It's a fucking community. To me, it's family. You know what I'm saying? My boy Stoney and that bitch, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, y'all get in there. I just seen his comment in that motherfucker. Let me say something to my boy. I appreciate you for being here. I appreciate all the members, man, for real. But yeah, membership pays for itself, man. On the bottom of the screen, patreon.com, drop best boxing. Let me go ahead and drop this link real quick if anybody want to chop it up. I don't give a fuck what we talk about. Hey, I do need to do a video, right? Steven Coolboy, Steven, how the fuck you say the name? So Cold, nah, not So Cold Blood. Coolboy Steph, god damn, I don't even know the nigga, G. So while I woke up today, right, and Coolboy Steph, Stephen Foden, responded to my tweet, right? My notification, because I be on Twitter, right? That's the link right there if y'all want to pop up on here. But I be on Twitter, man. My Twitter be lit. You know what I'm saying? I start some shit all the time. My tweets be going crazy. You know what I'm saying? 100,000, 200,000 views. My tweets be going dumb. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to lie. Like, not all of them, of course, but when I do something, it makes noise. You know what I'm saying? Even when Earl Spence and Bud fought, I made a lot of noise. You know what I mean? My following done got up there a little bit. But you know, I've had Spence respond to me, you know what I'm saying? I remember I said something about Spence like when Spence said something on Twitter about he was ready to crash out after the loss and shit like that. I told that nigga, I said, you know what I'm saying? He said something about lawsuits and money and shit like that. I told that nigga, if I'd have seen you in the store, I'd have walked right up on you know what I'm saying? And asked you, said something to you about that ass whooping you took. And got paid off your goofy ass. I think I said something like I would have been a millionaire. That nigga responded. He was like, your family would have been millionaires. Like he would have killed me or some shit like that, right? And he fucked around, deleted the tweet. That nigga was funny as hell. I said, man, listen, I was going back and forth, G. You know what I'm saying? I was talking about shit like, nigga, I wish the fuck, nigga, as soon as you lift a finger, I'm gonna get rid of them cataracts, boy. You heard? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put something hot in your face. You know what I'm saying? But Shakur Stevenson, man, I had back and forth with this nigga. So I wake up and Coolboy Steph done responded to this tweet. So the other day, the nigga Coolboy, he tweeted something about the referee from the Floyd fight, right? And he was like, the ref was shitty. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, he let Anyway hit me after my gloves touched the canvas. And so somebody posted the video of him getting stopped. And I see the ref, right? Matter of fact, let me just show y'all the shit. Let me just show y'all that motherfucking shit, right? All right, here it go. Let me zoom in and shit so y'all can see this shit. Let me go in 200%, fuck it. So this is my Twitter, man. Y'all follow me on Twitter if you got one. Let me go to that tweet. So, where is that? So he posted this video. A Coolboy and the ref. He was shitting on the ref. So I said, didn't this nigga Coolboy try to shit on the ref saying he let Anyway hit him after his gloves touched the canvas like the ref wasn't in full sprint trying to save his life? Nigga, what was he possibly supposed to do when Anyway went Shang Tsung on you, dog? He tried his best. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at the ref, G. The minute Anyway hit this nigga, and the ref recognized what happened. Look at how the ref just walking around. You know what I'm saying? He just walking. He just enjoying the fight. Then boom, suddenly, Anyway dust your ass, right? As soon as the ref brain register what happened, he jumps into full sprint mode. He's in full sprint right here. You know what I'm saying? Full sprint right here. Look at this nigga, right? Like, what was he possibly gonna do? And look at the angle he got, right? How the fuck he supposed to see your hands touching the ground from right there? Right? So that's all I'm saying. Like, you talking about the ref was shitty. He let Anyway hit you after your gloves touched the canvas. But nigga, look at where he's at. Soon as he seen you get hit, he was in full sprint mode. Trying to save your life. Damn it, he looked almost a little bit. I hope hey, my mic too loud, y'all let me know. I turn this shit down. I know I'm a little elevated and shit. It's late at night. I'm saying, I don't know who listening with headphones on the TV or what. If my mic too loud, y'all let me know. But I'm like, dude, he kind of looked a little pissed off that it got that far. You know what I'm saying? Brent, what's the word? he kind of looked he like, damn, this nigga done took off on his ass. Bro, what's going on, man? I'm here telling these folks, man, I woke up, man, Cool Boy Steph done replied to this tweet, right? So you know my notifications was going fucking retarded. You know what I'm saying? They was going stupid. I'm like, what the fuck? This nigga, like, what I'm engaging with this nigga for? I personally don't want to be engaging with none of these niggas. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to engage with, I don't be expecting these niggas to respond when I be saying what I be saying. You know what I'm saying? When Errol responded, I ain't expect Errol to respond. I ain't even expect Errol to delete the tweet. You know what I'm saying? That was what was crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Shakur, I done been back and forth with Shakur a few times. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, he done got on my nerves enough. I had to mute that nigga. I don't see none of his shit no more. He get on my nerves. I mean, but I seen Cool Boy. I said, God damn, what the fuck? He replied to me. Then I remembered this shit. But like, bro, you can't get mad at this nigga. He didn't see your hands right there. I can promise you, bro. He was trying to get to you to save you, G. You know what I'm saying? Look at the angle, G. He was running to save your life. This nigga Shane Sung, finish him. That nigga was what was it? Fatality? Nigga, that nigga hit you with the fatality, nigga. God damn, nigga. So I'm like, so let me show you what the nigga said, right? Let me show you what the nigga said. He said, what point don't y'all understand? Regardless of him trying to stop it, did he say anything afterwards? Y'all be so smart but can't comprehend what the actual post was talking about. When the gloves touch ground, a fighter is down. Okay, he ran to stop the shot. Where's the warning? So Cool Boy Steph's problem with this shit, right? His problem is that he wanted a warning to Inoue for his hands touching the canvas. Nigga, do you see where the referee was at, nigga? Did he see that shit? Nigga, I can tell you how many times. Well, I can't tell you how many times, but I know for a fact I seen niggas get hit when they was already down and didn't get warnings before. Nigga, the nigga that got hit while he was down got a little bit extra time. We didn't get no warnings. You know what I'm saying? It happens, right? If you didn't want to get hit, nigga, you should have went all the way down voluntarily, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You talking about some warnings, right? If ref was in position, he wouldn't have had to activate sprint mode. That's true. You know what I'm saying? That is true. He was just leisurely walking around, looking at the joint, looking at the fight. But I'm like, bruh, if you ain't want to get hit, G, you should have just went down, G. You should have just took a knee or something, G. You should have just went to the ground, G. You know what I'm saying? Let your pride get to you or something, G. What you want is a little extra time after the warning is what you wanted. It's what it seemed like. So I replied to the nigga. I said, blood, it was a split fucking second where your hands touched the canvas and he had a bad angle. He did all he could. What you wanted some extra time is protect yourself at all times. Inoue jumped on you because you didn't go down. It was a split second action. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga. So then, right, I'm online. Let me go back to my shit. I go back, right, I'm online. I'm looking at shit. You know what I'm saying? I just so happen to be looking at shit. And then I find this. And then I see right here. Do y'all see this shit? Let me get rid of this comment right here, G. Do y'all fucking see this shit? How much more do I need to zoom? Let me zoom a little bit more then. Look at this hand, nigga. I started thinking to myself, I said, well, maybe nah. This could be like a freeze frame. Like maybe they caught it on the way up or something. But I'm thinking this nigga's in full hunch mode. Right before he started to come up and Inoue came and leaned him in this shit. This looked like, I mean, you can't even see the referee. Like, this is like at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, your hand don't look like it's on the canvas, G. So come on now, man. That's what I'm saying, man. We ain't got time to play these motherfucking games, Cool Boy. You replying to me, G. The fuck wrong with you, man? You know what I'm saying? So then, you know I had to go to Cool Boy page. You know I had to go to the nigga page because I know he had some extra shit to say. I was just certain he had some extra shit to say after I responded to the nigga. I respond to the nigga, he ain't say nothing back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, your comment got 108 likes. You a famous boxer. The post itself that I post got damn near 700. The people seem to agree, G. I ain't say nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Now, Cool Boy didn't disrespect me, which I can respect. I didn't disrespect Cool Boy. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, he got to do some follow-up tweets, right? He got to do some sub tweeting and shit, right? people who try to be sports analysts don't even try to be right. They just go off what they feel and troll. Once they get others that think like them, shit never ends. Listen, nigga, I'm not trolling you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no troll, nigga. I'm telling you what it was, blood. He couldn't see, nigga. Like, what are we saying? He's a shitty ref, nigga. As soon as the nigga saying you was viciously hurt, that nigga jumped into action, G. You know what I mean? Granted, like King said, the nigga should have been in a better position. Probably should have been a little bit closer. But goddamn, nigga, what you want the nigga to do? You know what I'm saying? You want the warning for your hands touching. We see the picture. It don't look like your motherfucking hands was touching. So he make this tweet. I said, stop whining, blood. We right when it counts. He talking about the fans want to be sports analysts. Don't even try to be right. First of all, when I look at my motherfucking Patreon, and I talk about analysts, you know what I'm saying? We talking about analysts, right? And I'm analyzing boxing and I'm getting my picks right. Right? Like, what we talking about? Who don't try to be right? Who don't try to be objective with this boxing shit? You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here to troll niggas. I don't troll niggas. I don't have time to be going back and forth with niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not one of them niggas. So I didn't feel what he was saying. So I'm telling like, yo, when we right when it counts. The nigga didn't see your hands touch the canvas for half a fucking second, G. You know what I'm saying? How many niggas you seen get hit while down and the ref didn't issue a warning? You wasn't fully down. If you didn't want to be hit, you should have voluntarily went all the way down. I done seen niggas voluntarily take knees. I seen Charlo take a shot, then voluntarily touch the canvas and take the knee. Nigga, you should have went down. Instead, Inoue seen you coming back up. And so since you was coming back up and the ref was nowhere in sight, he leaned your shit. It's nothing trolling about that, G. Don't call that man a shitty ref. Maybe say maybe tell him he had a shitty position in the ring. You know what I'm saying? But you can't expect to say that the nigga seen your hands touch the canvas and then I pull up a motherfucking picture that I find online and your fucking hands ain't even touching the canvas, nigga. So who, like what we in here talking about? What we in here talking about? Who trolling? That's what I don't understand, you know what I'm saying? That's why I be muting a lot of these boxer ass niggas, because I be forgetting like these niggas really get punched in their head. Like, nigga, you probably thought your hands touched the canvas, but when I look at this picture and see it didn't, I'm thinking, nigga, well, you know, you could be wrong, because at that moment you had just got rocked in your fucking shit. You probably thought your hands did touch the canvas, nigga. You was so fucking concussed, right? From the monster punching you in your shit, right? And listen, then I say this shit, and I got niggas calling me a coon, because I'm not siding with the black nigga. Cause I'm talking about the Japanese nigga whooping his ass. You know what I'm saying? I think that's just crazy work. Like, nigga, I'm telling it like it is, G. I'm telling it like it is. This ain't no coon behavior, G. G, you got fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's okay, G. You can't call a ref a shitty ref though, G. He had a shitty position in the ring. You know what I'm saying? You felt something when you made that tweet. When you made that tweet, you felt something. You went with it. But it just wasn't accurate, G. Cause the nigga did all he could for you, bruh. He did all he could for you, bro. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was real interesting. I was going to make a video, you know what I'm saying, and put it up and put it out. Because, you know, I need to do more with my YouTube channel anyway. I felt like this was a great opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But damn, y'all took all my energy for the situation. Like, once I talk about shit, I don't really be wanting to talk about it no more. You know what I'm saying? Once I get it all out. But I just thought that was interesting. He wanted a warning for his hands touching the canvas. I found a picture where his hands didn't touch the canvas. And, you know, like I said, I thought maybe, you know, maybe this was like a freeze frame. Maybe it did and they caught it like just on the way up. You know, but again, it looked like he full hunch mode right here. He was fucked up and concussed. You know what I'm saying? When he took that shot. So maybe they never did. You want a warning you should have never got. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, stop it. You know that Eduardo Nunez fight was a lightweight fight. He's fighting lightweights now, and he's 27-1 with 27 KOs. Yeah, I mean, if it was a lightweight fight, I you know, not surprised. Mariaga, he has fought at 130 and shit like that. If he, you know, they had a contract, was it one? I could have swore it was like 133. I could have swore Nunez weighed like 133.2 or something like that. Let me see, Eduardo Nunez. I could have swore he weighed in like 133.2. Yeah, they weighed in 133. Mariaga weighed in 131. Now he's fighting. his next fight should be Anthony Kakachi or Josh Warrington, and that's 130. So when he fights for the title, it'll be at 130 pounds. But and you know, maybe the extra weight is why he couldn't get the knockout just then. But yeah, man, cool boy Steph, man. I knew something was wrong with that nigga when that nigga got "can't be stopped" tatted across his motherfucking stomach after he had just got stopped. Like, nigga, if you was trying to do something about the CBS thing, you should have just tattooed your logo on your motherfucking stomach, nigga. You got "can't be stopped" after you got stopped. I mean, I just, you know, certain things I don't understand. But again, like I said, these niggas get punched in their head, so they just, you know, they be a little bit off. You know what I'm saying? Niggas got to consider that. You got a lot of money and you get punched in your head. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. You not all the way, like you probably ain't thinking straight. The money clouding your brain, you know what I'm saying? The brain damage that you taking, all that shit. You know what I mean? But I just thought that was motherfucking interesting. I hate when boxers, you know, I mean, I ain't had no crazy interactions with none of them yet online. You know what I mean? It ain't been too disrespectful or none of that. I think Spence was as disrespectful as it got, but it wasn't even disrespectful. Like, he ain't say nothing crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Just like that my family would have been millionaires if I'd have walked up on them after that fight and said something to him about it. But I'd have Mo 3'd that nigga or something, nigga. I'd have made him flip another whip. I'd have flipped it for him. Shit. We'd have left out that gas station. Somebody have been dead or in jail. You know what I'm saying? One of them type of situations. But that shit was bullshit. You know what I'm saying? He ended up deleting the tweet. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was even funnier. Like, damn, G, stand on your shit. I ain't even get a chance to screenshot that motherfucker and put it up on my wall. You know what I'm saying? Stand on your business, nigga. I mean, don't do me like that, but you know what the PBC boys do. You know what Tank and them niggas like to do. You know what I mean? And Tank a Maryland nigga like me. You know what I'm saying? I call it like it is. You know what the nigga like to do. But yeah, man. That's what it is. Ain't nobody click the link, man. I dropped the link in there if y'all wanted it, y'all want it. You know what I'm saying? Patreon gang, we up right now. We got fights on Tuesday. I plan on taking a stab at that Japanese card. I feel like it'll be real challenging. Some guys on there I've seen before. TJ Doheny, of course, Inoue. We got Ismael Barroso. He's fighting again on Tuesday. Old man. I will be up at 4 a.m. because I really watch boxing. I really do this shit. You know what I'm saying? I was up for Nikita Zoo versus old boy the other night in Australia. That was at like 3:30 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I dozed off a couple times. I ain't gonna lie. But I was watching that shit for as long as I was watching it. You know what I mean? I try to get all my boxing in. That's what just keeps niggas sharp with these predictions. I ain't trying to let the members down or nothing like that. But yeah, I'll be up for this Inoue card. This is coming up. TJ Doheny, Yoshiki Take versus Daigo. He got Ismael Barroso, man, fighting a number 7 guy, getting another stab at it. I really hope he pulls through, man. Heavy underdog. Look out for that dude. I know he's old and shit. Them Japanese motherfuckers don't play. But he's had a good, successful run against, Roley and O'Hara Davies. They ain't the two best peas in the pod, but look out for that, man. That shit could be real interesting. He's fighting a fucking knockout artist. Look at this dude. Got nothing but knockouts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 knockouts. He's on a 9 knockout streak. This motherfucking shit could very well not go the distance. So yeah, y'all be looking out for that. And yeah, here go Brim real quick. Brim Reaper, what's the deal, man?
Man, I can't go. Hold on, fix audio.
Hold on real quick, Brim. Let me make sure your audio good. Try that again, Brim. Try that again, Brim. You was a little broken up. What you say?
Oh, something wrong.
Oh, there we go. You sound a little bit better right there.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah. You sound good. What's the word, Brim?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. What
All right. I'll fix my. You know, work doing the one thing. And I missed the Pacheco fight. I was watching the highlights. That was a good body shot.
It was a good body shot. It was a good body shot. Barroso old ass do be punching hard as hell, G. That's why I think this fight ain't going to distance, King. But yeah, it was a solid ass body shot, bro.
Did you go for knockout?
I definitely did under 6.5 rounds.
Congratulations.
That thing, yes sir, yes sir, Brim.
Predictions, baby.
All of them did, Brim. You know, you left Brim. Hey, everybody, Brim was a member of the Patreon, man. He stayed for like 1 day and then dipped. That shit was crazy.
I didn't stay for no 1 day. I stayed for the whole month. I'm not gambling. That's one reason why I didn't re-up. I'm not gambling.
He was like, all right, man. I'm out of here, man. I just wanted to see how you do things, but I'll come back around when I need you, dog. I said,
Cut it out. I'm not gambling, bro.
I feel you. I appreciate that support, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'll come back, nigga. I'll come back and do a little something. But right now, I ain't going no gambling.
Nah, man. You know, come back when you see something you like. You know, if you see something you like.
Well, first of all, you do a good job of what you're doing, bro. If I was gambling, I would have stayed around.
For sure. You know, if a fight ever piques your interest and you feel like there's an opportunity
your joints, your picture good, man. You're doing a good job out there with that.
Thank
You're
you.
real precise. You're doing a lot of detailed research.
Yes, sir. It
Very
ain't
educated in regards to
it's easy, man.
It's part of what you got. What you percentage right now? What, 80, high 80?
It's solid, man. I should keep track of that thing. I think doing these reviews and following up with it will help me keep better track of the percentage and how often we getting them things right. So
it's important for you to do that. It gives validity to your picks.
For sure. But hey, if you sign up, you see the validity. You heard? You know, niggas can vouch for me. You know what I'm saying? Niggas definitely can get on Twitter and vouch for drop. You know what I mean?
So I think I'm done defending Brian Norman now. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. That's my guy. I was honest.
Yeah, I hope we all are done with defending that nigga. You know, it is what it is. Let's move forward. I'm looking forward to his fight coming up, and I'm looking forward to the Karen rematch. Like I told people, I want to see the Karen rematch, man. I do want to see it. I want to see him knock that motherfucker out. I want to see him knock him out, man. I want to see if he can get him out of there. I want to see growth. I want to see development. You know what I mean? As a fighter, you know
what? I want to see that too, but I would like to do that against somebody else.
Yeah,
if the fight was close, then I'd be like, okay, cool. But yeah, he didn't look great through the parts of the fight, but he won all 12 rounds.
Right. I think, I fuck with Karen too, though. I know who Harry Scarf is. I know who Harry Scarf beat. You know what I'm saying? I know, you know what I'm saying? That shit that I know. So, I respect Karen.
Karen's couple wins, 3 wins in a row after the loss, 2 knockouts. I mean, it ain't nothing to sneeze at. But I just don't see a Boots rematch being viable for me. And that's part of my issue with the whole Norman situation. Because he was the last guy y'all want to offer, and y'all offer him the least amount. Is your final offer compared to the 2 guys that didn't even come to the table.
Word.
No.
But it's just an opportunity for Brian to go ahead and do what he got to do, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll be looking forward to see if he can keep the title, because that's really all he needs to do. As long as he don't lose the belt, that's the fumble right there. I'm sure if he loses, I'm not going to say as soon as he loses, but if he loses that belt, we'll all be there. I'm sure a majority of the people will be there to say, bro, you should have just fought Boots. And now look. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully he's not title on no bullshit.
I don't think he's going to lose. This next fight he's not going to lose. Nah. And I'm wondering if T.O., because there's a rumor that T.O. might be fighting Payne.
That would be interesting too, man. I mean,
that will be. But if that fight is not the fight that happens, then I think T.O. fights Norman next year in March.
That'd be interesting, man. Especially with these new clips of T.O. coming out training with Canelo, man. You know what I'm saying? He's clearly in camp. I'm gonna go so far to say he's in camp with Canelo Alvarez for Alvarez's fight with Berlanga. I don't think it's one of those things where he's popping in to just get some work in. I mean, if you look at that facility, you already know that's Canelo's training camp facility. Let me pull that shit up real quick. But yeah, I mean, I think that's great. I love to see how he looks. If he takes anything away from this, it's kind of, I mean, you're not gonna take everything from I guess one camp, but it's good work, man, and you know it
Well,
means
I'll
something.
tell you this much: he's with the right person to learn to become a better front fighter.
Yeah, for sure,
Because he's
absolutely.
not a good front fighter.
Yeah. And here he is, you know what I'm saying? Getting that good work in one of the goats in the sport, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I
because I
listen.
listen.
I'm
I'm
not a
not a
T.O.
T.O.
fan, but
fan, but
I'm
I'm
an
an
honest
honest
person.
person.
If
If
T.O.
T.O.
learns how
learns
to
how to
cut off
cut
the
off the
ring
ring
properly
properly
and
and
become a
become a
better
better
front
front
foot
foot
aggressive
aggressive
fighter,
fighter,
he's a
he's a
second pain
pain
problem
problem
because
because
his
his
natural
natural
athletic
athletic
ability and
ability
his
and his
countering
countering
skills
skills
are
are
second to
second to
none.
none.
Hey, my dog Trill Will, man. My bad, man.
I'm
I'm
looking for
looking for
Sugar
Sugar
Barroso,
Barroso,
man.
man.
So
So
we're gonna
we
be
gonna
up
be
at
up at
4 o'clock in the
4 o'clock in the
morning
morning
watching
watching
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It's
It's
4
4
o'clock in the
o'clock in the
morning
morning
Tuesday,
Tuesday,
right?
right?
4 in the morning Tuesday, 4 in the morning Monday. Yeah, Tuesday. I guess.
It's
It's
Tuesday,
Tuesday,
right?
right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
You know,
You
because
know, because
I'm
I'm
Team
Team
Sugar
Sugar
Barroso.
Barroso.
Hey, if you team Sugar Barroso, man, you need to be putting your bet in. That's all I'm saying. Cause I mean, there's free bread on them. You're not the only one, man. I got Patreon members who think the same thing, brother.
Got him for
Got him for
knockout
knockout.
Real betters. They got that man by knockout, bro.
under
Under
6.
6.
I don't know about all that. Barroso by knockout is good money, regardless. It's good. All you need is Barroso knockout. That's all you need. Put you $5
What's
on
the
that
what's the
thing.
what's the what's the what's the plus odds
Plus
on that?
odds on that?
Let me check real quick. I know they sweet, man. They gotta be real sweet. Let me see. Log in right quick. I dropped that Canelo slip the other day, man. I think that thing is a smacker, boy. I'm telling you. That thing is gonna hit plus 1,200. Man, $10 get you 120. Let me see. Ishmael Barroso. What? He ain't on there, man. Let me see, man, if he on DraftKings real quick. Oh shit, did I? Oh, okay. Sportsbook. A to Z box. Alright. Shit, they ain't got Barroso on the book yet, man. They'll probably have him on the book too. Oh no, here it is. Yes, they do. Shit, I'm tripping. No prop money yet. Just money line, but money line is plus 350. So bet $10, make $35. Bet 100, make 450. Right? Yeah, 100 make 450. So $10, $45. That guy Sugar Nunez fought tonight. Last 3 years of his life today. Oh, that guy he fought lost 3 years off his life today for sure. Damn. ESPN
Sugar
Plus
Nunez
is
is a
showing the
problem.
full card. Yeah, Sugar Nunez, he's definitely gonna be a problem. ESPN Plus isn't showing the full card, only the main and co-main event. I fuck with Barroso old ass too. Damn, they not showing the full bruh. Please don't tell me that, bruh. That's crazy.
Last event they
Last
didn't
event, they
show the
didn't
whole
show the
thing,
whole
but they
thing, but
showed
they showed
the top 4
top
fights, I
4 fights,
think.
I think.
Yeah, last time they did, I think the last one was Junto and damn, it's somebody Anthony Lascuaga, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to find a link or something, man. I'm sure I'll find a link for that shit for the full card. Hopefully.
Sugar
Sugar
Barroso
Barroso
deserves the shot
deserves
at
the shot at
Rayo.
Rayo.
That's his
That's
belt, in
his
my
belt, in
opinion,
my
still.
opinion, still.
Yeah, man, it's crazy that Barroso was as was where he was, fought who he fought, and is now back in another fight where he's got to come through. But he may be able to. But I don't know. This kid's on a non-fight knockout streak. I gotta watch the kid fight. You know, these Japanese dudes, they're like, they're all like fucking samurai warriors. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't fuck around. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
Japan,
Japan,
third, second or third
second or
best
third best
market.
market.
yeah, them boys can fight. Them boys can definitely fight over there, man. Um, Damn, yeah. Shout out to my boy Felix, man, for joining the Patreon, man. Appreciate that support, G. Seriously, that's major, man. But yeah, man. Barroso definitely has a chance. Plus 350. Again, I gotta watch Hirioka fight. We didn't get to. The thing for me is we didn't get to see much from Barroso, right? We found out about him when he fought Rolly Romero. You know, Rolly is one of the worst talents in the sport. Oh,
The fact
bro's
that
mic.
you
The fact
had
that you
talent
had
behind
talent
that is
behind
funny.
that is Yeah. Let me know if it'll probably stop echoing now, or let me know if his mic. You said bro's mic is echoing. Let me know if his mic is echoing now. It could be
You still
because I had
echoing?
the. I'm sure. No. I think it's because I was sharing the screen and
Oh, okay.
yeah, I got the audio on
Sorry about that,
there.
everybody who's listening.
Yeah, that could have been my fault, but yeah, we only know him for beating Rolly and
O'Hara Davies.
O'Hara Davies. And again, like I said earlier, man, I said this earlier. When UK fighters come make their US debuts, it very rarely goes as expected. It's good now. All right, bet. Yeah. It was me. My fault. Thank you for letting me know, though, Alberto. But yeah, when these dudes uh, come to the US, very always playing for it not to go okay. You know what I'm saying? Chevon Clark was super confident tonight, and he had a rough time in there. It wasn't super easy. Apoche did his thing on him with the power, but O'Hara Davies, man, his U.S. debut, I'm pretty sure was against Barroso, and he got he got knocked out in the first round.
That was the
And
first
he's
fight
supposed
of
to
his
be.
deal. It was like his deal ended immediately.
Yeah, like he and he's relatively decent. Like up until that, he was a relatively decent guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Unknown, but he had done a few things and domestically over there, you know what I'm saying, across the pond. So to get put down how he did, you know, again, that doesn't tell us everything about Barroso. You know what I'm saying? Barroso's been knocked out 3 times already. He get in there with a motherfucker who been knocking shit out
He might get
for
sparked out.
for years. Yeah, something might happen to him, and everybody could ride that hype of what he's done thus far. But you can't change the fact that dude's old. He has been cooked before. He just ain't been in there with nobody who could box worth of shit. You know what
It
I'm
just
saying?
looked like maybe he turned the corner himself, and that's why he's now being impressive too.
Or yeah, that could be the case too. That could very well be the case too. I mean, the odds are respectable, and the odds certainly consider that. You know what I'm saying? Just looking at the odds. So,
But he's not the
uh,
favorite.
no, he's not. But he's not a heavy underdog either, right? He's not a
No, he's
plus
not. It's not
900.
heavy,
He's
but
not a
I mean,
not
what
a
is that?
plus
2-to-1
1,000.
odds?
Just about. You know what I'm saying? Just about. He's plus 350. You know what I'm saying? It's respectable, but the odds scream. It could be close. He'll lose on points, or he could get knocked out if this guy does what this guy does to him. But
Yeah, so I'm
I
sure
don't
it's
see him
factoring
winning.
in that he's fighting in someone else's backyard too.
Yeah. That's exactly. You know what I'm saying, part of why the odds look like that. So probably it's when with fights like this for me it's I bet the distance or an over or under if it's good enough. You know what I'm saying? So. He said
Got
Oscar ain't shit for cutting him after one loss. I think Davey said he's homeless recently too. Man, that's super unfortunate, man. That's super unfortunate.
It's kind
That
of tough though to lose like
is,
that. It's kind of hard to hold on to him when you had a plan for him and that plan's completely done after you get beat in the first round.
yeah, by by a guy that you were probably supposed to. I mean, at least if you were gonna lose to him, it was gonna be like in a valiant effort, not
Yeah,
gonna
not
be
not
you get
sparked
cooked.
out AAP.
Yeah, like break.
It's kind of hard to hold on to him
It's
when you
like
lose in that fashion.
it's like bruh, Rolly lasted longer than you, bruh. Like, come on now, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, you mean you couldn't like, bruh, you mean you actually got skills and couldn't last longer than Rolly? Like, dude, that's crazy. Like, you must be absolute boo boo, dude. Like, and then look, bruh came back and said something about he got back home and was like the air in the
The
hotel
AC
room.
in the place was messing me up. What? I told him, I said, bro, that is not a good look to you to say that, bro.
That is
You blaming it
crazy,
on the
dog.
AC in
On
in
the
the casino?
AC.
Wow, that's nasty. I just told him, I said, bro, that's not a
Oh
good look. And I just kind of
shit.
bowed my head and just like, damn, bro.
That's wild, man. Like what, dude? You said what? I said, oh yeah. I didn't pay him no mind after that, bro.
Yeah, he was grasping for straws at that point, bro. It's
Man, for
like, dang,
real.
man. I know, because to get knocked out like that, it's gotta, be, mind-boggling for you as a fighter.
Yeah, man.
Especially when you come into the fight looking to win and you ain't probably mentally thinking, I'm gonna lose, because some fights, fighters know they're gonna lose when they go into the fight. That wasn't the case.
Yeah, sure. Hell yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah, so I mean I don't know. I probably wouldn't faithfully put like I personally wouldn't do like $100 on Barrow. So that to me that's just some stupid shit to do.
Like 10.
Yeah, like $5 to $10. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Try to get you some gas
How you
money.
feel about Cepeda fighting Kim Boses but not fighting Shakur?
I mean I'm waiting on it, man. I'll wait for that official announcement. I'm hearing what's that possibilities of Tevin Farmer too. I mean,
Yeah, I heard that too.
I hope it's Tevin. You know what I'm saying? I think if the plan is to continue having Zepeda fight southpaws to get ready for Shakur, I think that's the best thing you could do for him. You know what I'm saying? So
I'd
he's
rather
fought.
him fight Tevin Farmer than fight Cambosis, to be
Yeah, I'd
real.
rather Tevin Farmer as well. I mean, that's three southpaws in a row. Uh, what was the first one the dude Cambosis really lost to? What was his name?
Maxie Hughes?
Maxie Hughes. Cabrera was a southpaw, and yeah, you fight Tevin Farmer. All three of them were southpaws, man. That's some good experience right there, some good work, and just get them better prepared for Shakur. That could, depending on how that fight goes, man. That fight really intrigues me. Um, I hope the ring is small when it happens, and when I say small, I mean real small. Like I hope it's
18 by
small.
18?
Oh, yeah, I hope it's the smallest it could be, man. We want the smallest ring we can get, please. You know what I'm saying? And I hope to see like damn, what was that fight? McKinney versus Barros versus damn, the old school fight. I think it was the dude who had the war. Let me see. The war, the Mexican war on top rank. McKinney versus Barraza. What the fuck was the dude's name? Barrera, yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Marco Barrera versus
Marcos Antonio Barrera.
yeah, versus McKinney. Pretty sure this was the fight. Yeah, this was it right here. The Olympian slick boxer against the Mexican power puncher. I mean, and the Mexican power puncher just, three knockdown rule. Man, this fight was crazy, man. I mean, ooh, 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 ooh,
Ooh,
ooh, ooh, ooh. You know what I'm saying? Man,
oh,
god damn, this fight was crazy, bro. You know? But I feel like although McKinney here was a great boxer, right? He wasn't as heavy on the defense and not getting hit like Shakur is. You know what I'm saying? So, but
oh, did
again,
you ever watch the fights that I suggested? Like
what did you?
the
I gotta pull that
I
back up.
suggested
Any?
one of my all-time favorites, Michael Carbajal versus
I did watch Carl Hall versus what was that dude's
I
name?
think it was Gonzalez. Hold up.
Let me check my history too. I could probably check my history and pull that joint out because I know for a fact I watched Carl Hall.
Carbajal was the fighter that made me like the small weights. He was the fighter that made me pay attention to the smaller weights. Yep, it was Gonzalez.
Let me see.
Yep, it was
Carbajal.
Gonzalez. I was right. They fought twice. He won the first time. Yep, against Gonzalez.
Oh my God! Yes, this fight was crazy. I tweeted about it when it after I watched that shit, bruh. Humberto bruh. There it is. You see the red bar on there? It's already through that bitch. I watched that motherfucker. G, that shit
Yo,
was crazy. G.
Michael Carbajal is top 5 all-time personal favorite for me, bro. I love that dude, bro. He's bro. You don't understand how important to me for him. He's very important to me as a boxing fan. Anything that
That
got to do with
shit
smaller
was
weights, he's
crazy.
responsible for me paying attention to anybody in the smaller weights.
Bruh, this fight was so crazy, bruh. I got
Crazy.
right on Twitter and tweeted about this shit when I seen it. I was like, no
I was a
fucking
little kid,
way.
bro. I was a young kid loving this, bro.
You
I
was a
mean,
kid watching this? Oh
yes.
my God, I would have been screaming. Oh my God, look at that. Just straight to sleep, G. Oh my God, bro. The fight was so good. The fight was so fucking good, dog. Oh my God, G. I love this kind of shit, man. I really do, man. That shit was amazing, bro. That shit was amazing, bro. I was drinking a Modelo watching that shit.
You was drinking a Modelo? Look at you.
I was
Matter of
drinking
fact,
a
that fight happened
goddamn
in '93,
Modelo.
so I was a teenager actually
Nigga, I
already.
was just born.
I was a teenager. I was 14. I was going on 15.
What?
Yeah,
I was born in '93,
yeah, but
dog.
I remember that fight, bro. Man,
That's
that
crazy,
fight was
man. That fight
yeah,
was so good, bro.
so
It was,
phenomenal, bro. You don't understand.
man.
I remember screaming at the TV. My mom told me, "What's wrong with you?" Yeah, but Michael Carvajal's top five all time favorite fighter for me. I just love that guy, man. He was just a warrior in the ring, bro. And
Man.
and that's why I hate when I have when you see the color line politics amongst black, Spanish, whatever have
Oh
you.
yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like, bro, you
yeah. I
talking
hate
to
that
somebody
shit.
who says Michael Carvajal is his top five all time favorite fighters personally. And the
Bruh.
last time I checked, he's a Mexican American.
Man, them motherfuckers be all on Twitter. You don't like. I love when the Mexicans come out and be like, they talk shit about the black fighters and you don't like Mexicans. What you gonna do when Crawford loses to Canelo? And I'm like, dude, I love Mexican fighters, bro. You fucking retarded. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, G? That's how I
Yeah,
know you
man.
don't.
I don't
That's how
watch
I know
fight.
you don't know me
I
nor
don't
follow
root
me or
for and
nothing.
watch fighters based on their skin pigment. If I like
Exactly.
them, they're great. They're great.
The fuck, people are some motherfuckers is crazy, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
but we
man,
do that
what?
as black people too. Every color is doing the same shit.
I mean, shit, I don't get pumped up. Yeah, I mean, I just can't get pumped up for the niggas. Like, I would never be like, oh, this nigga's the nigga, so I gotta go with the nigga. Like,
Yeah, like I'm not gonna sit here and be like I was rooting for. I'm a root for Boo Boo. I think Boo Boo gonna beat Benavidez. I knew he was gonna lose. He
like what?
and you,
Yeah, that's dumb. Like,
you know
come
what's so
on,
crazy?
man,
Now listen,
stop it.
no, most people won't agree with me with this, but this is the reason why I picked Norman to beat Boots for the same reason Benavidez beat Andre. Now this is the reason why.
Hmm.
There are a couple things that you cannot replace in the experience in the ring, right? And you know what those things are? Being
What's
able
that?
being able to adjust to adversity, having to make a plan B, fighting while injured, and being knocked down and coming back. Norman has had dealt with all of those things.
Mm.
Boots has dealt with none of those things. So I feel if Boots was to hurt Norman, Norman has gained the experience to potentially overcome that happening from it. It's not a guarantee that he would, but he has the experience in dealing with that, so he has something to draw from to be able to make that adjustment to possibly survive that. Boots has never been in that type of fire situation. So does he know how to adjust and make that plan B and to get himself in a position to recover and survive a situation like that?
Mm.
I don't have the confidence of that because he's never been there. But I've seen Norman go through that. The reason why Norman wasn't looking good, bro, the dude didn't spar for 6 weeks going into one of his fights.
Word, word.
I mean, it's not an excuse. It is what it is. You have to judge the fighter based on what they did, and you can't use that as an excuse. But I can use that as an in totality to say the fighters went through this and still won their fight. That's metal that you cannot replace. To
Right.
fight someone with a messed up hand and be one armed and still win, and it didn't look like you was injured, and you didn't put it out there that you was injured until way after the fact. That is something that you can't replace.
Yeah, man, I agree. I mean, that's what fighters do. You know, they fight through pain, they fight through their injuries, they handle their business as they're supposed to. We saw Nico Ali do it when his shoulder popped out. We saw it tonight with Jenny Fuchs when a thumb bone popped out of her finger. She didn't
That
know.
was
She started
crazy. I
to,
saw the
to
picture. That I was like, nasty work. Good job, but
yeah, you
that's
know what I'm
woo.
saying. So yeah, man, we seen it, but like you said, we go off of what we see for all the performances as well, boxing is what have you done for me lately, as we know. So, I mean, it is what it is. We'll see if Boots can go through it. I see what you're saying, though. I mean, Floyd Schofield Sr. said the same thing about his son. You know, these guys haven't been cut. You know what I'm saying? These are like Floyd Schofield. You know, he suffered a serious cut in one of his fights. He kept fighting through it. You know, these guys have shown that they can fight through adversity, and we haven't seen that from Boots. You know what I mean? We haven't seen him have to go through that. What if he breaks his hand fighting Norman? You know what I'm saying? Can he get through it, or will he shut down? You know what I'm saying? Is he boxing with one hand? I'm pretty sure he will, but you know, it's something that you
Will he
expect
be able
most
to make
fighters
the
to do.
appropriate adjustments and still give him a chance to win the fight, or will he lose himself trying to deal with that situation? You know what I mean?
Similar to
Again, when you've never been in been in
Fundora
those
Zoo.
situations before,
You know what
when
I'm
they
saying?
happen, it can go 50-50.
Yeah, yeah. It was 50-50 for Tim and Sebastian, man.
Yeah. And Tim survived, but Tim wasn't able to offensively do what he was doing to start the fight off.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And
Yeah.
you can
I
tell
don't
me
even
these
think
dudes
Spence is
fought
coming
three
back, bro.
times.
I don't think
Nah,
Spence is coming back at this point, bro. And if he does, it won't be against Fendor.
he coming back, man. Who he gonna fight then?
I don't know. I just think I think one or two things is going to happen with Fendor. Fendor does either fights Bud or drops a WBO and fight Tim after the Murtazalia fight for a unification, bro.
Let me see. We got let me see. How many months would it been? Be 12, 13, 14, 15. So Spencer have been out the ring 15 months since he fought Crawford when November rolled around. When November hit, it have been 15 months since Spence last fought. That's about around the time that he started making announcements and shit, man.
Well, if he don't fight till November, it'll actually be 16. It'll be 16 months,
16 months.
which is
Sound
almost the
about
same amount
right.
of time between
Yeah.
the Bud fight. It was 17 months in between Ugas and Bud.
I mean, look, they threw this nigga Spence at number one in the WBC, bro. And
Nasty.
that's the only. Oh, well, no. He five over here in the WBO too, but he definitely ain't fighting Lubin. And yeah, so yeah, if he comes back as he, we saw him jump his ass in the ring. Who else is he gonna fight, bro?
I mean, it's a good question. I just, again, until I get indications showing otherwise, like we don't know who his trainer is, we haven't heard really him being in the gym. I don't have any indication to show me otherwise, so I'm only going to go off of what has been shown.
Again,
And what's been shown is
yeah,
that Spence is not in position to fight.
I feel you, but you know what I'm saying. I said it before. I say it again, man. I feel like if you are Spence, the thing to do is stay quiet. Don't tell nobody who you training with. Don't let nobody know what you got going on.
Yeah,
You know
you
what I'm
did
saying?
say that. You did say
Pop
that.
back out, pop back out with a nasty six pack and say, "Listen, I'm ready to fight. This my trainer. This who I'm with. I've been working with fucking what Ronnie Shields. You know what I'm
That's who I
saying? This
think
who
he's
I'm
going to
with
be,
now.
who's going to end up being his trainer if he does come back and fight. I said that a while ago.
Yeah, Ronnie
I mean, I want
Shields,
to see
and
him
you know
back
what
in
I
the ring
mean.
because I don't think he's done the way they say he's done. But at the same token, to lose in that fashion, it really does take a lot of time off of you fight once. You know,
Hell yeah. Alberto said, "What's y'all thoughts on Haney coming back against Liam Paro? It's in Australia too, so judges will be Paro friendly. I think he needs a soft touch to get his confidence back to see what's there. I don't think Liam Paro's a soft touch. I do think that if the judges are friendly to Liam Paro and Paro is a champion, it just forces Devin to come and perform at 1,000%. You know what I'm saying? Devin's going to need to be the best version of Devin. He's familiar with the Australian crowd over there, having been there 2 times. I don't think Eddie is going to overpay him to go there, especially after coming back from what he's coming back from. But yeah, I think it's good for him, man. I mean, I think it's a tough fight. It's definitely throwing him right back in the fire because Liam Paro is not a fucking slouch.
no, he's
But
not.
we talking about the jab master here, so that boy
Yeah,
might
I just to share my
jab and
thoughts on
clinch
it because
his way to victory.
I'm sorry.
No, I
Um,
was just gonna say yeah, but yeah, go ahead, Brian.
yeah, me and Dan Carbaro was talking about this, right? And he mentioned this, and a lot of people have is like, why is Devin Haney coming back? So soon. He should take some time off. And he probably should get a softer touch. And I'm like, here's my issue with us saying that. We talk about inactivity within fighters, right? Then we got a fighter that's not being inactive, going back in the ring, being going back to fight a tough fight because you know what? We talk about fighters not being like the fighters in the past, but then when a fighter goes to move like a fighter in the past, we would apply the new school move and say he should take that time off. Dan's response though was a great response to me. He said, "I hear you, but Algieri said all losses ain't created equal. There was a when Algeria at one point he had took when he took a particular loss, he had the damage that it did to his body in regards to that. You needed to take time off. Not all losses are created the same. Sometimes you need to take some time off after taking a loss like that because it can take time off for you." And I was like, true, true, true. But
Yeah.
I think I'm for Devin Haney coming back sooner than later.
Right, right.
You know, but I
Yeah, I mean,
understood what he said though. Because what if Devin Haney is actually more damaged than we thought because of that fight, and then he goes back into this fight and he's not really up to snuff?
well, I mean, he might have seen some things in Paro. Paro's not the biggest puncher in the world. I mean, he did stop Montana Love, but Montana Love, in my opinion, ain't one of the best fighters in the world. You
No,
know what
he's
I'm
not.
saying?
Idaho hate is light work, unfortunately.
I mean, Paro, might have got a lot taken out of him fighting Matias. You know what I'm saying? He went the distance with him. It was a tough fight. I think, but Matias has a completely different style, right? Devin Haney got to get back to being Devin Haney, which is boxing and
Yeah,
moving.
I
You know
mean,
what I'm
it ain't gonna
saying?
be hard for him to get back to being Devin Haney because the thing is, it was personal with Ryan Garcia. So I think what happened in the midst of the fight, he
Yeah,
didn't go with his game plan and he
you
tried to
can see
mano
that.
a mano him.
Yeah. You can see, but he didn't know what he knows now in that fight. You know what I'm saying? So he tried to press the issue. It didn't work out for him. You know what I'm saying? He threw it. He abandoned all his skills and thought, man, I've been in the ring with this dude many a times. I could just fight this dude and win. And lo and behold, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't the case. But yeah, it's for an IBF title, so it won't be able to fully blow up with the second day weigh-in. I mean, shit. I mean, neither will Paro. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Neither will
Yeah, but the
Paro.
thing is,
So
though, doesn't have that problem. We have evidence that Haney gains, 20 pounds. So him not being able to gain that extra 10 pounds could be a difference.
yeah, absolutely it could. Absolutely it could. Or it could help him. You know what I'm saying? If he's not too heavy, he might move a little bit lighter. He might be a little bit more refreshing. Cardio might be a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? He might not worry about power in that fight. You know what I'm saying? Worry about speed, agility, and being elusive, man. Staying away from that dude. He should be longer than Paro. So, again, jab that dude to death, clinch him to death, and just be that, man. Become that. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't no damn knockout artist. So it ain't no sense in you trying to be aggressive. It's no sense in you trying to be a come for a pressure fighter. You know what I'm saying? You can try to be a slick counter puncher, but do it all off of your boxing. You know what I'm saying? All off of your boxing.
Hey, my brother, I appreciate you. Let me go and slide out and finish my work day, man. You be blessed, my brother.
For sure. Likewise, bro. My boy Bram slid up out of there like the boss just came in and caught him not doing nothing. Get back to work. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, fights coming up. It's 3:30 in the morning. Fights is coming up, man. I dropped the link. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully more people will start joining the panel, expressing themselves or congregating in the chat, all of that. I'll be going live a lot more. I got a pretty decent channel over here. I got a decent amount of subscribers. So, again, I got to put the StreamYard to use. And like I said, man, Patreon down at the bottom. You want to make you some money, $5 a month. I mean, probably one of the best investments you can make with $5. I ain't gonna lie, man. When it start getting crazy, if the success rate stays super high, man, I'm gonna have to bump that thing up to like 750. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, good fights coming up. I will be live probably for yeah. I think I'll go live for NUA versus Doheny, 5 o'clock in the morning, in some days time. And yeah, man, I appreciate all y'all. If it's anything y'all want to talk about, we could talk about it. Otherwise, I'll get up out of here, man. I do got some boxing magazines as well, some old school shit. I want to go through that on stream. I want to do some classic streams, right? Because I love watching classic fights. I didn't really appreciate them when I first started watching boxing. I think I just wanted to watch more new age boxing so I could get familiar with the way things work. But now that I am, I'm so infatuated with watching old fights. You know what I'm saying? Just learning about the past and all the underrated fights. You know, fights that not too many people talk about, fighters that not too many people talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys, Humberto Gonzalez. There's so many more, man. So many more. I think it's crazy. We missed out on an amazing era of boxing where real fighters fought with real intelligence, real IQ. I mean, it was just, sport was super pure back then, super raw, super real. And I love that shit, man. It really blows my mind, man. I watched James Toney and Roy Jones Jr. The other day. That was crazy. I watched some of Roy Jones Jr.'s old fights. Dude was really the man. Like, I don't know, man. There's just so many classics out there. Damn, what was that? Julian Jackson versus damn, what was that dude's name, bruh? Julian Jackson versus Gerald McClellan. That's what it was. Man, I lost my mind. I watched this shit the other day. Then I watched the rematch and I saw he got stopped in the first round. Was it the first round? Man, I lost my fucking marbles, man. In the house, late night. First time watching this kind of shit, man. And just lost my motherfucking mind. I couldn't believe that shit. And look at how many people was in the crowd, bruh. Like, for a fight this good, the seat should have been filled, man. I mean, just an amazing fight. I watched Salvador Sanchez for the first time versus Wilfredo Gomez. Amazing, man. Absolutely amazing. What, like 32-0, all 32 knockouts? Went in there and stopped that dude, man. Eyes swollen, destroyed in like the first 3 to 4 rounds. That shit was crazy, man. Sanchez died early as fuck. That's just fucked up, man. Fucked up, man. One of the greatest fighters. I mean, and to watch this dude, right? You watch, like, I watched the Zuma Nelson fight. And I'm like, damn, man. Well, even this, which fight was it where, it was the fight against the dude from the UK. Oh, man, that fight was good. What was that dude's name? I'm so bad with names, bro. My brain is just shot. But, I mean, Sanchez, he just breathing through his nose the whole time. Breathing through his nose the whole time. From the beginning to the end, like, it didn't make no sense to me, bro. I think it might have been Patrick Ford. Nah. Was it Patrick Ford? Hell no, it wasn't Patrick Ford. Patrick Ford, I think, gave him a good fight, though, for a little bit. But, damn, what was that dude's name? Pat Caldell. That's what it was. It was Pat Caldell. But yeah, man. Got some classic shit I'll get into. And I'll get with y'all. Soon, man. Look, they still talking about this cool boy shit. But yeah, shout out to y'all, man. Salute.